Yep. That'll probably blow up. All right, first handout we're going to talk about is the handout that's called Academic Calendar, or the first one that I sent you. Talks about the calendar year or whatever, and it's also called email intro. So I'll pull that up and let you look at it so you can tell which one it is. And we will go ahead and fill out our calendars. So if you have a hard copy calendar, go ahead and get it out. And if you have a phone calendar, go ahead and get it out. While I wait on this thing to pull up, so I don't know why it's not pulling up. Still have it pulled up. Okay, there it is. That's the calendar. And I really want you to go to the second page because that's the one with all the information on it. Okay, your session A, that's the 14-week session. And we'll go ahead and write down some dates. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. But we'll write down the dates for those that didn't check their email or didn't print it out or didn't bring it to class. So, let's go ahead and do that. Probably going to have to calibrate this thing too. Let me go ahead and do that. If it works. So far, the last 3 classrooms didn't work. Yeah, this one's working. Now let me look around the classroom and see how many people I've seen. Let's see. How many people have had me before? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you doing here? Oh, gosh. I can't get rid of some students. Did you ever get my Facebook message? You didn't answer?
I wasn't sure what it meant.
I went to the movie theater, went to see a movie. I don't know which one it was. Me and my son went to see planes with fire engine planes with fire. And there was a woman that looked just like you. Yeah, and I sent you a Facebook and said, and you can't walk up to somebody in the movie theater and say, are you who I think you are? So I sent you a Facebook and said, are you at the movies?
Okay, that's why I was
I figured you were at work. So. Anybody else? Okay, you of course. I had you for 102. Summer. Okay, you quiet one. You. Oh gosh, you sat back there with her, didn't you? Where's your buddy? Is he in here? You people. Miss Wilson, I had to pull her off somebody last time. She got went off on somebody. Be careful what you say, Miss Wilson. She'll go off on you. You took your medication. I took mine. And you were in 120. 110. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, you can ask these people about me after class. They'll tell you what's lies probably. All right. 8:18 is the first day of class. 11:25 is what? Last day of class. 14 weeks. Somebody get your syllabus out. Last page of your syllabus. You've already got it. She's already got it. How many units we got? 4. So, how do we schedule and plan? We take 14 and we divide by what? And that gives us 3.5 weeks. Actually, it's 3.6, but we're going to say 3.5 weeks. So get your calendars out. And I want you to count 3.5 weeks from today. Give me that date. 3.5 weeks from that day. I want you to give me that day. 3.5 weeks from that day. We're going to go ahead and plan this out because I ain't having a bunch of hammy squirrels students come up here. When's the first day? When's the first day? When's the homework due? When's the homework due? You piss me off, okay? If you're a hammy squirrel, you know hammy squirrel?
Yes.
Who don't know who Hammy Squirrel is? You don't know? It's things YouTube is good for. Hammy Squirrel. This is what students do. Where's my YouTube videos? Let's go with Hammy Squirrel. Hammy Squirrel. That's Hammy the Squirrel, where you can't see. Turn the light off back there, please. Just turn both of them off. I'm just going to rewind that part. That's the way students act. If you're one of those students, don't talk to me. Can y'all see that? Well, you need to YouTube it yourself, okay? The whole point is, I don't need that in my life, okay? I don't need some student coming up here, when's the test due? When's the first test due? When's the homework due? I got the first homework due. Are you going to cut it off? Are you going to shut up? Miss Wilson, do you ever have to worry about that in my class? No. No. Did you in 110? No. Did you in 102? No, sir. You had 102, right? Did you have to worry about it? Okay. So if you're a Hammy Squirrel, you need to take a Valium. Okay? Or whatever, Oxycontin. You need to take something and go to sleep. Okay? Because I can't put up with that. I don't like that. All right? We're going to talk about dates here in just a minute. All right, give me that first date for Unit 1 test. What happened to my... Really? What's the Unit 1 test?
About the 9th of September.
Okay, let's say 9/11. Okay, that way everybody can remember. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but 9/11.
Guess that's gonna be a bad test.
Yep. What the heck is that thing for? Let's try this.
I think you broke it.
Nothing unusual. 9/11 is going to be the window for the Unit 1 test. Alright? Now, for you Hammies, that doesn't mean on 9/11 we're going to have a test, hell or high water. Okay? It's not etched in stone. That is a window. Around a week around there, probably, we're going to have a test. Okay, what's the next one? 3.5 weeks from there. Or 3 weeks. What?
First week of October.
Okay, that's good. She's already thinking. She's already thinking right. First week, Unit 2 test. All right, somebody give me 3 weeks from there.
The week of the 20th.
Week of the 20th. Unit 3. And last one I'm going to say 11/25, but when is 3 weeks from the 20th? The 13th, we'll say the 15th.
That's a Saturday.
Okay, well give me the Friday, or give me that week, the 13th,
Yeah, 13th.
13th, Unit 4 test. Now these are windows. You should be doing this with each one of your classes. If your psychology class has 3 unit tests, then you need to divide 14 by 3, and you need to put those in there. That way you're not blindsided by a bunch of tests on a week on 9/11 week, or whatever the case may be. I've never done this before. Do you know why I've started doing this? Because I had 2 online classes last semester, and they drove me bananas. And I don't care if you're one of them, okay? If you're one of them, y'all about drove me bananas. They wouldn't do it. They wanted me to tell them when every single assignment was due. I'm not gonna do that. Okay? My students in here will tell you, I'll do two things. I wish this thing would work. Oh, this. It's working. It's not working. Let me try something.
You want the lights back on?
Please. And one more thing. I have to start it over. Yep. There's three things about my assignments. One, I do not start a test until I've covered the material. Two, I terminate homework the day before the test starts. Three, all my assignments terminate at 11:59 p.m. And I'll explain all that. And we'll have to restart this. We'll have to try to restart it. I'm not going to restart the computer, I'm sorry. Let's try it again. Now, the two most important pages in your handouts, last page of your syllabus, get it out. And the other most important page is things I will be graded on. I'll pull those up in just a second. You know, that bothers me. There's supposed to be little flames, and it's not doing anything. It's just sitting there. It's supposed to have little flames going up. There's something definitely wrong. These two work hand in hand. Do they not, Miss Wilson? They work hand in hand. If you're not going to be here a certain day, look here. This right here is what you call a good student. She took hers and she put it over. Now that's nice because now she can take it and put it inside her notebook, right? The plastic part right here, and put it right there. That's the most important page right there. Okay, so you need to fix it however you need to fix it. The other most important page is the things you will be graded on. Another good student. Got it printed out and ready to go. Those are the two most important pages. Put one in the front of your notebook on the outside, put one in the back. So that way you'll always have them in your math notebook. Now, why is this one important? Because it tells you what we're going to go over. Now, this sounds very elementary. But Miss Wilson, am I not telling the truth when I say we've got students that I don't know how they get home every day?
Why are you pulling me in this?
Because you will verify that we got some stupid students. I mean, this is what they'll do. I'll tell them to read their syllabus, and I'll tell them to read that right there, and they'll come up to me, and I just covered 2.5, and they'll come up to me and they'll say, My grandmother's gonna be dead next Wednesday, or next Thursday. What are you gonna go over? I don't know. You figure it out. If I covered 2.5 today, what do you think I'm gonna cover Thursday? 2.6 or whatever's in there. I don't know what's in there. If I cover 2.3 today, what am I gonna cover Thursday? 2.4. That's what the syllabus is for. If you're gonna be on vacation next week, and you know I pretty much cover a section or two sections at a time, then you know if you're not gonna be here Thursday, I'm gonna cover 2.4, then I'm gonna be in chapter 3 when you come back. That's what the syllabus is for. You don't take the syllabus, throw it in the garbage can, and go ask the teacher when everything's due. All you're gonna do is just piss off the teacher, because you have the information there. All you have to do is figure out the teacher. If the teacher is going to go fast, or oh my gosh, I'm supposed to go into cardiac arrest now, aren't I? I don't go into cardiac arrest. My phone goes off too. So we'll talk about the sign there in just a minute. The other page, things you will be graded on, tells you about the weights of the homework, tells you how I do the homework, tells you how I do the test. All right? Now, did that finally come up? Let's see if it works. Nope. I don't know what I'm doing wrong on these things, but every computer I've worked with this morning has done that, so I'm just not going to worry about it. Y'all just have to rely on the video. Let's go ahead and pull up the handouts. And I'm going to pull up the things you will be graded on. If it ever pulls up, there we go. Here are things you will be graded on. And even if you miss the first day of class, you can still take 14, divide it by 4, and that gives you 3.5 weeks. Start putting it in your calendar every 3.5 weeks. It's probably where you're going to see a test. Homework. Homework online is started when I start the what? Now, one of the things about Math 120 is the first 2 chapters is all reading. Okay? If you look in your syllabus, 2.1 or chapter 1, chapter 2 is all reading. So y'all go ahead and start that right now. In fact, I would highly suggest 1.2, 3, 4, 2.2, 3, 4. Y'all go ahead and this weekend knock yourself out and read all of it. Okay? Don't worry about the homework. Just read. All I want you to do is read. That's all I want you to do. Don't want you to do any problems in the book. I don't want you to do any problems online. All I want you to do is read those sections. Because I'm going to cover for next Tuesday, I'm going to go through all those sections and I'm going to hit the high points on test questions that you're going to get out of those sections. But I would like for you to read them before we go over. Okay, so there's your first assignment. This weekend, read chapters 2 and 3. And please don't read the whole chapters. Go with the syllabus. Read what the syllabus says read. Homework deadlines will be posted when we get toward the end of the what? The unit. I want everybody to take a highlighter out. You've got this. Homework deadlines will be posted when we get toward the end of the unit. Okay, hammies. Highlight that, because I don't want you coming up to me while we're in chapter 2 asking me, when's the homework due? 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 It gets old. You don't need to worry about the homework. When's the last section in Unit 1? 3.4. When we get to 3.4, That's when you need to worry about a deadline for the homework and a test starting. Okay? A lot of people say, well, Hubert, why don't you assign the homework the day or two after 1.2 and the day or two after 1.3? Oh, no. I'm not falling for that. I tried that one time. I will never, ever do that again. Why? Because of your 14-day funerals, because of your 5 dead grandmothers, because of your house blowed up, because of your computer blew up, the cat peed on the keyboard, you had 5 flat tires. What else do y'all have? Oh my gosh. There is no way in Hades if President Booth came down here right now and said, Hubert, you have to give them 2 days deadline. I'd say, well, just go ahead and fire me because I'm not doing it. Because y'all will come up with every excuse in the world to get me to extend it another day. I quit doing it. I did it one time and that was the last time. I will never do that again. I never will do that again. However the grammar is. So what I do is I leave the homework open until the day before the test. And Thursday, I'm going to cover 3.4. So attention because your dog died and your grandmother died. I had 5 flat tires coming back. I'm not going to fall for it. You should be reading this weekend. And then you can go back and type in the answers. Thursday. Some of you already know how to do that, and that's fine because you've had me before or you've had a teacher that used My Labs Plus. Not a big deal. If you don't see a start date or an end date, what?
Don't worry about it.
Not covering material. Me. All right. Test and exam. Online, do I get my test and final on? It's 8 class periods that I could be what? Teaching. Check your homework to see if you copied the answers in the back of the book correctly. 30 minutes a week. 30 times is 5 days. That's 5 more days. That I started in 1996. I had 5 we use computers to do this. And I had students, they would work and they about 18, 19 years. I give everything online. I do not do anything except teach. That's all. Okay? You take the test on your time. Review and ground test. One thing I don't do anything different for final. The only thing I do different for the final is 2 hours, and you only have to take it twice. You don't have to take it twice. You have 2 attempts. And the only reason I give you 2 attempts on the final is because of lightning storms, tornadoes, and all that stuff. And y'all, for some reason, every time y'all take a test, a tornado hits y'all's house. I would highly suggest you use the lab downstairs because we don't have as many natural tragedies when y'all use the lab downstairs. For some reason, we don't have tornadoes and thunderstorms and cars running through your house when y'all are down there for some reason. I don't know why. See, here's a test question. What is the weights for the test, the homework, and the final? 60, 20, 20. Write that down. That's the test question. 60, 20, 20. And it's right there in orange. 60, 20, 20. Take the average of all 4 unit tests, multiply that by 0.6. Take the average of your homework, multiply it by 0.2. Take the average of take the score of your final exam, and multiply that by 0.2, add those 3 numbers up, and that's your grade. Course Compass, I call it Course Compass. MyLabs Plus is the same thing. MyLabs Plus will do that. There's an icon. Guess what that icon is called? My Gradebook. Please don't be one of these students that call or email me at the end of the semester and go, what's my grade? That is so frustrating when you have your grade book right there in front of you. And all you got to hit is one button that says overall grade. Hit that button and there's your grade for the whole semester. It blows my mind. Students can break an anvil with a banana. And if you don't know what an anvil is, it's your parents' fault. You need to Google it. It's the thing that falls on the coyote's head. The coyote and Roadrunner, it's an anvil. Some people, some students, can break an anvil with a banana. Anybody don't believe me? I can give y'all a simple question on the test, and I will get people to get it wrong. Like that question about, what's the question that people got wrong on the test? Okay, what is Hubert's cell phone number and email address? And I give you 4 choices. One of them is Donald Duck. The other one is Mickey Mouse. The other one is Quack Quack. And the other one is 844-3165 hmcclure@tctc.edu. Do you know I get people that get it wrong?